Roll cards are out. I'm the king. I go first, and
why are you the
I
king?
pick the team. Am I the king?
Yeah, why are you... Wait,
the rules.
because of a Lady of the Lake or something? Did she give you a sword? Because she gives me a sword. In my pants. The sword is my penis.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Failroad Express's board game review. We're here at the mighty Meeple in Concord, North Carolina, and we are reviewing Avalon.
Ooh, I'm getting some strong feedback from my nipples.
Avalon is a great game about bluffing and treachery and being a traitor, unless you're a loyal knight of King Arthur. And then you've got to sniff those bastards out. You go on certain quests, you've got to complete those quests, and as long as you can get through it without somebody who's going to betray you being on the team, you'll make your way, and finally you'll have the Grail.
Or Merlin will get assassinated, either one.
So we're going to show you how a round of this game goes, and we're going to rate it on our three scales of justice. And now we're going to show you how a round of the game goes, and then we're going to rate it on our three scales of ease of use, replayability, and overall fun.
Let's go!
All right, knights assemble. What are we doing, man?
I am the king, so I need to choose 3 people to go on this quest.
Why are you the king? Is it?
We already made that joke.
It's because I've got the crown.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give out these shields to represent who should go on the quest. So first off is me, because I like me. Then it's... Man, I set a precedence now. So then it's Josh.
Okay.
And then it's ATSC.
Okay, now why? So why wouldn't you just put me on your team automatically? We're all good guys, right?
Oh, I'm sure we are. But you know what? You're just not filling me with confidence. So, you know what? Talk with your votes. Let's go.
So here's the thing, the reason that they're arguing is because the good guys don't know who each other are, with the exception of Merlin. These guys don't happen to be Merlin. I happen to be Merlin. And so I know that the ATSC is an evil minion. So it's time to vote.
Okay. You're not supposed to show your cards in the real game, but we're doing it just for learning purposes.
Yeah. Okay. So count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I'm gonna reject that one.
I
Why would
rejected
you?
too.
You rejected the team that you picked.
Rejected the team.
Yeah, I
that you
sure
picked?
did. There's no thing in the rules
Okay.
that says I can't do that.
You're absolutely right.
All right,
absolutely
so
right.
because more people voted no than yes, by the way, the ATSC wanted the team to go forward.
Yeah, everybody
we have
saw
to choose
that.
teams again. However, if it had gone through, say I wasn't able to convince these guys that this was a bad team, or Sean decided to vote yes to it, then the quest would have gone through, and what would happen next?
Well, the vote track moves up to 2, and Topher becomes the king.
No, he's talking about.
No, we're talking about what happened if it would have
If it gone through.
Would've-
Then you have your fail and success cards.
Right.
Let me show you these. There you go, fail and success. Good guys. Oh, I'm looking at a mirror here. Good guys always have to throw this card. Bad guys can throw either one, as shown by the symbol there. A bad guy would throw a success card to throw people off his trail, and a bad guy would throw a fail card to fail a mission. Once people have failed, once 3 failures are on the board, bad guys win. If there are 3 successes, however, the bad guys still have an opportunity to assassinate Merlin if they can find him. They can't find Merlin, they get 1 shot at it, then good guys get to keep their victory.
That's right. So now the ATSC happens to be the assassin. So if he was able to figure out that I was Merlin and say, hey, you're Merlin, I kill you, then no matter how many victories we had, which if you get 3, you automatically win,
Someone should have said that.
then the bad guys would win regardless. And that's what one round of Avalon looks like. It gets so much deeper than this, especially when you've got as many as 10 people playing the game.
And
Yeah.
you've got the different character cards, and
Oh,
you've got
yeah.
the lady.
Show them the character cards.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
there's so much more to this game beyond this, but this is the basic, starter area.
Percival pretends to be Merlin.
Yeah.
You would use Percival if you also had Morgana, who's a bad guy that gets to act like she's Merlin when she reveals herself to Percival. You've got Mordred, who gets to be a bad guy that Merlin doesn't know about.
that's right.
Sean, I've never really understood Oberon, Unknown to Evil.
Oberon is what you put in if you want to help Good out and you don't want to have Percival in it. It's actually bad for the bad guys.
It makes it harder for them.
Well, it makes it harder for him, sure. Because Oberon doesn't reveal himself to anybody. What's supposed to happen is that all the bad guys are supposed to know who each other are. But nobody knows who Oberon is, and Oberon doesn't know who any of the bad guys are. So he can really mess things up.
Yeah.
That's good. This is one of their expansions, Lady of the Lake. Where's those extra cards? You can actually do a cool thing where you have a red... No, they're not out. You get these red and blue cards that in the start of the second round, if you're the king, you can give that Lady of the Lake token to someone else, and then they have to reveal, based on the honor system, if they are actually a good guy or a bad guy. And then you can throw people under the bus. Like, if they hand you a good card, like, he's a spy!
It sounds like a mid-range game, but there's a lot of rules that go into it to make it so that it's really streamlined. Anyone who's ever had the Lady of the Lake can't get read by anybody else.
You guys ready to rate this on our scales?
Definitely ready.
All right, let's do it.
So for ease of use, we'd give it a 7. I mean, there's not that many pages here. There's really very little to the game in terms of what you're actually supposed to do. And the last couple pages are just for the optional rules anyway. But the optional rules are where all the fun happens. That's where all the craziness happens. Where suddenly you get all these different cards that do all these different things. And when you add them all in together, for a first timer, it can be a little overwhelming. So you want to start off small. You want to have just the assassin, just Merlin in the game, and start with that and slowly work your way up into the rest of the rules. That being said, it's not that hard, even then.
For replayability, we gave Avalon a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Perfect. Is it a perfect game? It is a perfect replayability game. I'll tell you why it's perfect. There are so many ways that you can play this game that no two games are going to be the same. You have numerous options, as Sean already explained, with all the different role cards. This game goes from 5 to 10 people. This is good for icebreakers. This is good for corporate events. If you've got maybe some business clients that you're trying to break the ice with and you want something more professional. Bluffing games are hugely popular in meeting new folks. This goes up to 10 people. It's great for birthday parties. It's great for just get-togethers on party nights. It doesn't take long. Honestly, as long as you can sort of curb how long you let people deliberate on the voting system, you can get through a game in less than an hour. With 10 people, it's tremendous. 10 out of 10.
For overall fun, we give Avalon a 9 out of 10. Does it deserve a 9 out of 10? Yeah, these guys give it 2 thumbs up, and so do I. So the thing about Avalon is it's not just about the interactions between you and the different cards that you can end up with. You could be just a typical loyal servant of King Arthur one time, or maybe you could end up as a minion of Mordred the next time, and your strategies have all of a sudden just changed dramatically. And that in itself just makes it fun playthrough for playthrough. But not only that, with a lot of bluffing and deduction games, you start off kind of blind and guessing, whereas this game, many of the people playing start off very educated. You're making educated guesses instead of uneducated guesses. And as the game goes on, you can deduce who's throwing the fail cards and who's throwing the success cards. And when you figure this stuff out, it feels really good. Not only that, but this game is good for lots of people. It's quick to pick up, and even my wife enjoys playing it, and she doesn't enjoy playing a lot of cards. So yeah, for all those reasons, 9 out of 10. So those are our scores for Avalon. It is an amazing game, and if you've played the Resistance, this is the step up from that.
Yeah, you could also use the cards from the Resistance if you realize it's not that fun of a game, and put them into Avalon and make it much more extreme.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this video, if you'd like to see more of it, go ahead, like and subscribe. We really appreciate the support. Please leave a comment, leave your review, and also we're always taking requests on what you guys want to see reviewed and how-to videos.
All right, well, we won. Let's call it a game.
Well, not so fast, because we won 3 times, but now Evil gets a chance to kill Merlin. So whoever's evil has got to reveal their card.